It's a new year, but if you guys still need some Madden Ultimate Team coin, check out MMOAN.com. Cheapest coins on the market, and they get even cheaper once you use code Texas at checkout for 10% off. We just got our first title update of the year. At least I'm confident that this is the first title update that we have gotten in the year 2020. And a lot of things have changed in Madden. Some cool things added to MUT as well as the franchise. I'm lying, ain't nothing cool added to the franchise. I really wish that they kind of spent some time, with that mode. But we guess we got to wait till Madden 2022 for something good to come out. But let's go ahead and get to the MUT stuff because we're not going to be discussing anything about like the new X factors in the game as well as looking at some of the updates that aren't gameplay related. So if you guys want to look at the article, link down in the description below. For me personally, there's nothing here except for MUT that really matters in Madden because that's the only thing I actually play. So I don't really care about Derrick Henry getting a new ability, replacing Le'Veon Bell. I don't understand why they replaced him when they can just, never mind, we're not going to get into that right now. So all these new players got new X factors. Go to scroll past them. Franchise updates fixed an issue where there's no practice squad players. That's okay, cool. That's, I guess, cool. That's something. Alright, gameplay updates. Added logic to prevent pressure and accurate throws versus the run commit. Pressure and accurate really only came from under center against run commit. So if a guy thought you were running the ball and you were trying to, okie doke him, throw the ball down the field, usually what would happen is if you ran commit, you would end up not being able to throw down the field because for some reason, even though they're trying to stop the run, you would still get inaccurate throws. This didn't really happen as much in MUT as it did over in like practice mode or in like the franchise or head-to-head because of the quarterbacks in MUT all have good throwing and pressure for the most part. So this only really impacted those that didn't play Madden Ultimate Team or had a really bad quarterback in the Ultimate Team. But now that that's actually fixed, I guess that's going to be cool. I mean, run commit sucks. I mean, they added that new ability to stop the run, and it actually doesn't work to begin with. So I guess that's a win, even though it doesn't actually, do its intended purpose. Added out-of-position fumble penalty to wide receivers playing running back. Now, so a lot of the competitive players have figured out how to get Tyreek Hill at running back in, like, salary cap or in if they're playing draft, like through the depth charts, they can basically do some audibles and get their fastest receiver at running back. And so EA added the penalty to prevent that from happening. Now, I have no idea if this is going to be a fix for like the Wildcat. So in the Wildcat, I usually put Tyreek Hill or I put like another shifty guy like Devin Hester at the wide receiver one spot, sub them into formation subs at the quarterback spot for them to be able to, take advantage of human joystick. So technically they're playing quarterback. It says wide receiver one at QB. It doesn't say wide receiver one at halfback. So I don't know how that's going to work, but I would assume that any wide receiver carrying the ball from the backfield is going to be more likely to fumble the ball. We'll try that out once the update takes in house rules and see if Tyreek Hill actually fumbles the ball. All right, we're on offense. I could probably try this out better in practice mode, but I want to see this actually in MUT because sometimes practice mode and obviously MUT aren't the same things. You can figure out some things, but with how weird the game modes play across platforms, we're not going to, I don't know if we're going to be able to get the same results. So we're going to go ahead, not platform, but in terms of Madden Ultimate Team modes, like salary cap does not play the same as house rules. House rules play the same as weekend league and so on and so forth. So I'm going to try to avoid enforcer runs like a regular ass tackle. That's the plan at least. Oh, no, okay, so 2 hits right there, no fumbles. So I don't know if this works. I don't know if this affects Wildcats. It might just be specifically for those that cheese in salary cap and also in head-to-head when they put an actual running back or receiver at the running back spot. Yeah, he's not fumbling off just straight contact. Let's try this right here. Blast, rip. He might fumble here now because he's actually tired, but we'll see. We're going to keep trying it. No fumbles. Yeah, so Wildcat safe. That's all that matters to me. All right, fix an issue causing the wrong snap receiver when using audibles in Saints Taysom Hill slot formation. So didn't know that was an issue. I don't use the Saints playbook, so I'm glad that's fixed. And fix an issue causing sometimes the shovel pass animation to release from the wrong hand. I've seen this in practice where I don't understand it. A guy is right there and your quarterback right-handed, then all of a sudden try to throw with his left hand, the ball just goes to the ground. It's a weird glitch, but glad that's actually fixed. Nothing here for gameplay says we fix force defenders, that we fix zone logic, we fix block shedding, we fixed it. Like, they didn't fix nothing, and I think the reason why they didn't fix any of the stuff that we've been claiming or clamoring about for the past like 6 months is because there's a Madden tournament coming up very soon, so they probably didn't want to do anything that would immediately impact their game plan that they already have set up for this upcoming tournament. So hopefully you see a patch soon, but then again, it's been 180 days and we haven't seen anything in this game in terms of helping us be able to stop the run and helping receivers not be able to block linebackers and defensive ends that have really good block shit. So that's something we got to wait maybe until next year as well, just like you franchise guys. Us Mutt guys got to deal with Tyreek Hill throwing impact blocks against Khalil Mack, and you guys got to deal with the shitty-ass game mode. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. New equipment updates, who cares? All right, Madden Ultimate Team, my bread and butter. All right, added new functionality to the play calling cooldown limit. So this is going to be a new thing for house rules. This feature will introduce via house rules. Madden Ultimate Team has now the ability to configure a play call cooldown or limit. After selecting a play down cooldown, that play will not be selectable again until X amount of plays have been run. With limits, a play will have a configured number of how many times total play can be called before the rest of the game. Cooldowns and limits can be combined together. We are excited to hear your feedback when House Rules launches. Likely the end of January/early February. So I think this is coming to the game tomorrow. So this is really cool because this is going to basically force people to use more plays in their playbook. We've all ran into the guys that just run 1 or 2 plays a game. You run stretch, and then you run basically like a shot play. That's pretty much your offense. You get stopped on stretch twice, you go to shot play, then you get the first down, right back to stretch. And so it's the most frustrating thing in the world. But now they're forcing people to actually change up their game plans, run something different, try out more plays instead of just going back to that one. So that's going to be cool for those that are like really hate being spammed against on offense. That shit is annoying. Like I don't know how many games I played like a weekend league of house rules, even so, just like dudes just run stretch, and just like what's the point, bro? Like you got all these players in Madden Ultimate Team and they can't stop the run. Now, while I wish EA would have spent this time instead of coming up with this cool feature to actually fix ratings, make these guys actually block shit correctly and have force defenders do their damn job, this is a nice feature to add some different type of gameplay style to the game. That sounded really terrible coming out of my mouth. But it's a nice feature that is going to freshen up the gameplay because now we're going to see more people probably dive into different formations, use different plays. Now, this still could be dudes running stretch 15,000 times. If you go to concept, you can just find some stretch plays, but maybe they'll run their overpowered stretch plays first, and then all of a sudden get a 10-play cooldown, which then will allow us to actually, get out here and have a fun game of Madden instead of just basically game planning to stop one overpowered run, which is so inconsistent in how it gets stopped. We'll see how this plays tomorrow. I'll probably break out the Panthers theme team into this house rules, trying it out to see if we can go ahead and get some wins with this feature. It's gonna be weird, man, because I am guilty as well of running like certain plays because they work. Like there's a lot of plays in the playbook that don't actually work. Like there's a lot of plays where you don't get the blocking on it, you don't get the receivers open on it, and so I wonder if this is gonna kind of affect my game plan as well because I don't have the biggest play repertoire as some may, but also at the same damn time, I wonder how this is going to affect like Hot Route Master. So there's some, if you run bunch the entire time, you could probably just like, if you got a quarterback, a Hot Route Master, or receiver, like the route abilities to be able to kind of get your way through the event with just audibles and adjustments that way. Also, how's it going to work for audibles? Like, are we going to be able to audible to the overpowered play? So if you go ahead and put into your audible feature the stretch and just go from that formation right back to stretch, we'll figure this out all in practice tomorrow, man. Hopefully Mutt team thought about that, but sometimes they don't because a lot of the stuff they kind of just throw out there and then we exploit to our benefit. So we'll see how this plays first thing tomorrow. And then he also added in Mutt the ability to choose the front arts for of specific Madden Ultimate Team items. This feature will likely be contained to just power, which makes a lot of sense. Be kind of cool to see veterans with them, but that's going to be probably later on down the line. Let's see. At the time of the title update release, we're going to focus on NFL 100 players. Users will have the opportunity to choose any of the existing art treatments for the player, and there will be an even exclusive NFL 100 portraits for them. Okay, the Mutt team will continue to bring this feature to the rest of the power-ups in the coming weeks. All right, cool. So this is a really cool feature. Now, I hope that the Mutt team didn't take all their time to go ahead and make this feature happen and also neglect giving us like the 40 power-ups that we deserve for the past like November until now. But I'm really excited about this just because it's gonna be kind of cool seeing new card art starting here in the game, like, or on a theme team, right? So whenever they update the card art for the Charles Tillman, for the Reggie White, I can change him to a Panthers uniform. That's gonna look so much better than seeing my entire theme team being surrounded by Steelers, surrounded by Eagles, surrounded by who else is there? Packers. So that's gonna be really awesome. So let's go ahead and check that feature out. It only works in NFL 100 cards, so luckily I have a couple on my team. So Eric Dickerson right now. Go to get this dude. All right, so down here, front art, bet. So to change it to the goggle, that's a dope picture. That's a really dope picture. I'm gonna put myself like right here in this little free space. But look at that, dude, that's crazy. That's gonna be 500 training. But that card art right there for Dickerson is really cool. Let's check out Randall Moss, Southern gentleman himself. All right, bet. So we got the Randy Moss all-time team, 500 training for that. We got the Redux card art. That's his regular card art. That's probably a power-up art. And then we have this one as well. So, yeah, these NFL 100 cards are really cool. Hopefully they add more, man. Because, like, I'm looking at the Randy Moss right now. And obviously they're going to probably add more. But there should be a Patriots uniform one, right? There should be a Raiders uniform one, right? Like, these are all Vikings. Like, there should be... He played for what? Let me see. How many teams he played for? Wrong button. Played for 5 teams. So we should have 5 different team arts here. So that's probably something coming later on. They probably didn't want to overload the Madden Ultimate Team servers with a bunch of these images because we all know how bad their servers happen to be, and they might have broken the game if they put all this stuff in the game today. So that's probably why they're holding off on it as of right now. We'll see it pretty soon. Then defensively, I got Reggie White, and so let's see what NFL 100 card art he happens to have on. Wrong button. 3 teams right there. So he has that one, pretty dope. Eagles, Packers, Eagles. No Panthers? That's annoying. And then the last one, we got Lawrence Taylor, who played for the Giants, obviously. So if these guys are active on your team, they'll pop up in your top 3, which would be really bleeping cool. So LT, front art, with that nice old school haircut. Back to the notes. Fix an issue. The play call menu not always shutting down correctly at the end of the game. Okay, don't know what that was. And then fix an issue causing the wrong ball spot after kickoff plays in college overtime games. Okay. We should have had that in a while, though, so I don't even remember that being an issue, but I guess that's fixed for the next time they do college overtime rule, which will probably be sometime next couple of weeks, since EA be in reruns with these house rules. And we got Superstar KO stuff, and then, yeah, so that is going to be the patch notes of title update notes, because it can't call it a patch, because the patch means their game is broken. But that's all we got for you guys today. Like I said, if you guys want to check this out for yourself, link down in the description below. But all I cared about was the MUT features and some gameplay stuff. Gameplay stuff was a bit underwhelming because nothing that was major was addressed. Hopefully the next title update, which will probably be after this next tournament, will be something that we can actually, like, you know, have to where the gameplay improves drastically. But I'm really excited to test out this cooldown feature tomorrow in house rules, and I'm really looking forward to them being able to let me change my Panthers theme team legends into Panthers card art. That'd be fire. Anyways, me, boy Tex, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. Oh yeah, don't mind that jersey back there. I'm doing something later on today, you guys. If you know, you see that jersey, right? Yeah, y'all can probably just make a guess about what y'all gonna see, but it's gonna be.
Look, they say money can't buy your happiness, but I swear to God, it's a good down payment. Trying to stuff so many binges in my pocket, you would swear that I was out here trying to drown Franklin. I was bred in the slums, got fed up with crumbs, now you don't play a pound cake. Told me when it was a root of all evil, but I swear to God, I ain't never found safe.